Aiden, Aiden, obviously congratulations. You've had a good look at the West Indies now. What are you expecting ahead of this T20 series? Because they are two-time world champions and very, very dangerous team that can never be sort of written off.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, so I think it's going to be an exciting series to start off with. They're a fantastic white ball team, and especially in the T20 arena, we've seen them win World Cups, and the amount of X factor that they do have in their squads is big amounts. So we're looking forward to it. It's a great team to be able to test our skills against, sort of see where we are at the moment with regards to our T20 side ourselves. So yeah, we're going to have to be sharp against them, there's no doubt about that, and we know that they're a really good side.
Obviously, it's a while now since you led South Africa to the Under-19 World Cup. Has that shaped your captaincy philosophy into how you, as a leader of men, go into a series like this as a new, basically, assignment for you in a way at a senior level?
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely different to Under-19 level. I think there's a lot more depth to it, and at Under-19 cricket everyone just wanted to play, and you just had to make sure that the team was getting on and guys understood what their roles were, and that was pretty much as simple as it was. So I suppose there's bits and pieces you can take from it, but I think the few years of being in this environment has helped. We've had some great leaders around us since I started, and to sponge information off them and see how they operate has also sort of shaped the way that I'm starting to think as well.
Great, we'll look to go online. Amir, followed by Firdous, then Telford.
Good afternoon, thank you for the opportunity. Aiden, you look very relaxed. Is that the overriding mood within the camp? Can you give us an idea of what the mood is in the camp? And just playing the first two matches at Supersport Park, your home ground, a ground you know very well, does that give us, or do you have an idea along with the coaching staff as to who that starting 11 will be tomorrow?
Yeah, to start off with, the mood's been really good. Players always enjoy linking up for a T20 series, be it for your international side or for a competition abroad. So the energies are good, the guys are nice and relaxed, and a lot of emphasis has been put on us to enjoy our time and entertain, hopefully, what's going to be good crowds and viewers across South Africa and the world. Conditions, yeah, it's always generally a good wicket here at Centurion, so bowlers, their skills will be tested, and batters, it's about scoring big match-winning runs for the team. But we've got ideas about our team. It is also a series where we will look to try rotate players and try give everyone a go as best as possible. But ultimately, yeah, we want to play the conditions as well, and we also have come here with a mindset still to win the series and not just look at it as a series where we can experiment and things like that.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Amir.
Thank you.
Firdous.
Thanks, Lucy. Hi, Aiden. Aiden, you've had a little bit of a taste of senior international captaincy several years ago when you led in that India series. Can you tell us what's changed in Aiden the captain, and maybe even Aiden the person, in the 5 years since?
Yeah, it has been quite a while. I was quite fresh back then, and I think at that younger age, I can only speak for myself, I was very quite hard on myself and always wanting to do well, and we know the sport, that unfortunately doesn't always work out that way. So you have to learn to take things in your stride. I've said it before, try to take performance as an outcome out of things, and focus on the things that give you the best chance to succeed on the day, whether it works or not. So those things have helped. I think a bit of experience, like I mentioned, to see us as well, where you rub shoulders with great leaders and great players in the team, and they help you put things into perspective quite nicely as well. So it is still the start for me, and it is a lot for me to learn. We're starting this journey now, so that's an exciting part as well. And I'll be relying a lot on the whole team and management to bump ideas off and to share information as we go along.
Thanks, Firdous. Telford.
Thanks, Lucy. How's the day? You spoke a little while ago about some of the differences between captaining my teams and captaining senior guys. Could you just tell us a bit about the differences in captaining in this format compared to you're an all-format player, compared to the other formats? You know, what is your greatest challenge in T20? Is it just the lack of time and how quickly things are happening, or what is it exactly?
Yeah, things they do happen very quickly in T20 cricket, so you almost want to try to stay as far ahead of the game as you can as a captain. Try to predict things, or get a lot of information before the game as to certain matchups that can work in our favour. But ultimately, on the day as well, you'll have to see what is working for you and stick to that. So assessing conditions and things like that will be important for us to find out which of our options are going to be best suited on the day, and if we as a team can commit to those options, not worried about the outcome, I still think we're giving ourselves the best chance on the day.
Thanks, Talbot. We have a follow-up from Firdous.
And you said a couple of times that working with other leaders has influenced you. Are you able to name any of them, and what has the influence been? Kind of who's taught you the most about captaincy, whether it's at national or franchise level?
Yeah, there has been quite a few. I just think back to starting, being quite young and being with that pretty much legendary team that the Proteas had at that time, and how Faf managed to marshal his troops was something that I really looked up to and really strive to try become. So I've learned a lot from him, probably without him knowing, but just sort of observing from the side. And then as you go along, I suppose you connect with certain guys that speak the same language and guys that you understand better. And in our team, there's a whole lot of leaders. I think you saw quite a few captains in our SA20 league that are going to be at my use, I suppose, going into the series and not just the series, but into future series and tournaments as well. So I'll look to tap into them. Definitely, there's quite a lot of experience in those guys, and hopefully they can help me along the way.
Thanks, Firdous. We have another follow-up from Talbot.
Thanks, Bessie. Aiden, I just wondered, and I'm sure you were as proud as a lot of other South Africans when Sunay's team got to the World Cup final the other week. But I do wonder, you know, amidst the pride and the happy feelings, do you as part of another South African Greek team go, goodness, they've got there before us, this is pressure? What are your feelings about, you know, is there any kind of feeling of competition or pressure from the women getting something where the men haven't got yet?
No, we actually discussed it, a few of us, and we were super excited for them, to be honest. We're almost seeing it as them now setting the standard and something for us to chase, which is a great thing to have for cricket in our country across both women and men's sides. So, yeah, like you mentioned, super proud of them at the time, and they did the country extremely proud. I think we saw the power that they had to gather so much support in such a short space of time just by doing well in a tournament like that. So they've inspired us to try and get there as well. I've got no doubt that both teams are one day still striving to get that first win, and for them to have got so close in the previous World Cup, I think it doesn't mean that they're too far off going forward.
Great, thanks, Talbot. If there are no further questions, there aren't any from the floor, and I don't see any more online. That'll conclude today's press conference. Thank you very much, Aiden, and thank you for those who have joined us online. The Windies press conference is at 2:05, and we'll see you again tomorrow for the post-match press conference.
Thank you.
Thank you.